Okay, bench one. The first thing I'm going to do is measure the pickups before we go any further so that I know what I have from the outset. Okay, so the bridge is 1194. The neck is 983. 1194, 983. The center is going to be probably somewhere around 5-ish. 539. So it's got a decent amount of windings on the pickups. Everything else now is going to be, can I get it set up? So I've opened up the slot so that this string is not binding anyway, just so I can do the work on it. Let's check and see how those are. Alright, pretty standard, just a teeny weeny. I see they got a little poly up on the side of the fretboard here as well. That's not a big deal. I can run over that. All right, let's stretch these and hope none of them break. Usually it's the high E. An initial stretching. I'm going to have to put the bridge down anyway a little bit here. Oh, and there it goes. There it goes. The same thing as usual. It breaks from around the ball, and it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. It breaks from around that ball pretty much on almost all of them. Now, would I say this guitar was worth $386 Canadian? No. Not as it is. And not for the amount of time that I spent waiting for it. And the issues I had with the seller, with the losing a guitar and having to make it 3 times, no. I will not buy from that seller again. Ever. I have to find a high E string, sacrificial. Oh, and even the bridges, the bridge screws, even that when you take it off, see how those things are? Yeah, this is a really bad bridge, and the only thing holding that screw down is that little piece of wire. So I will use it. And you notice it came with no pickguard. I have clear pickguards that I can mount. I don't have any hardware. It was displayed with no pickguard, and I wouldn't want one, except that with the clear ones I can still see, the top. Although on this one, a pickguard that's not clear would cover up some of that wood. Well, just there. Wouldn't cover up this abrasion there that they did on the edge. Yeah, they could have just just touched that up a little bit, but they polyed right over it. Yep. All right. Let me see if I can find a new string for that. Okay, I found the string on my Orphe sacrificials. I've got it initially tuned. I still haven't taken the bridge down yet, but I had to get the truss rod cover off to do an adjustment, and there's a big lip of poly hanging over the edge in there. It's hard to see in the black, but then there's also a lot of crud in the hole as well that I have to clean out. I might have to touch that up as well. Once I break off that lip of poly, well, it's already broken actually, because I had to stick the key in there. So it's already broken down. I'll just have to clean it out. Well, we know it's going to have some output because I've been measuring. Let's plug this in and see what we can do with it. Oh, what will it do? What will it do? Ooh. I've got well, it has potential. Once I get rid of all of the aesthetics and clean that all up and get those things changed out and put my roller on there, I think I can make something decent out of it. Let's see. So the switch works in all positions as expected. The pickups are probably a bit high where they are right now once I get this bridge down, because the action on this thing, as it is like, phew, look at that. That is nowhere near what we want. So the first thing is going to put that down, put that down, put that down. What's the other side like? It's high. Just going to eyeball it. So going down under pressure is okay. I'm just going to have to retune. Alright, let me retune and we'll see what happens after that. This is as close to in tune as I can get it at the moment. I got it down. Boom, there goes the amp. I've adjusted the pickups. I'm on my standard 65 Deluxe and I don't have one of my favorite picks over here, so we're just going to use one of these Music Lilies. You know, that doesn't sound so awful. That loose? No, it seems to be. There's no poker chip here either. Notice that? Yeah. I guess they don't put one if they don't put a pick guard. I don't know. I'm okay with that. These Orphe strings, they don't have much tone to them. A little warmish. Getting buzzing, I think, from the wire across there. It was actually even touching the B string. Okay. Number 9. Overall, not too bad, but you still got to check out with the fret rocker. Definitely too high here. So when that comes down, it'll change the action. In setting this up, I noticed that all 4 of the body studs, anchors, they're not completely in the body, so I'll have to get those in. They're not fully pressed in. I was thinking I'm going to have trouble with my rocker because this one went all the way down, but there is some extra space there. If I get that down to the body, I might not have a problem with the roller bridge. And of course the bass doesn't really matter a whole lot, but I still want to, get them pressed to the bottom. So it makes noise, and this is kind of boomy up here. But with good strings, it might not sound too bad. Okay, let me turn that off, and I'm going to open up the back cavity. We'll take a look in there. Okay, I got the screws out. Oh, I got a deposit. It is a blade switch. Not loose. And it was cut well there. There's a chamfer on the edge of that, on the bottom side. See what this one does. Wasn't too tight. Yep, just what I was expecting. Standard mini pots. This a QY. What does it say? QY 16K series. 16K series. And the cavity is rough. So there we go. Standard mini pots. The blade switch, if you can see it in there. Cleaning to be done. A little bit in here too, some against the walls. 2-wire pickups. The workmanship is meh. Soldering is not that great. Looks like 47 chiclets, the green ones. Although I have seen some in 22 in green. That's this one say, yeah, it's 473. So these are 47s. I didn't even bother with the pots. Let's see if we get some volume. Okay, so that's the bridge, and I've got it in the middle, so that means they're not wired independently. So they all work, and they don't feel bad. But yeah, we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna put a brush in there and clean all that stuff up, and I'll decide whether or not I'm gonna go with different pickups. So yep, I'm gonna have to go through my buffing compound process. If it had been nicely done, it would look really nice, the back. Let's see. This looks like a one-piece body all the way through, except for the front. except for the front. There is a separation there, which could very well be a cap here. And I see that looks like mahogany in the back, and underneath here where they sanded through, it's light colored, but you know, it could be a light colored mahogany. It could be one piece mahogany. I do not see layers like I've seen on some guitars that they're made out of 3 layers. And I'm also looking for a seam in the back where a piece could have been put on, and I don't see that either. So it looks like one piece across, a one-piece neck. You know, it started off with good ideas here. The follow-through, I think, is just a little bit of an issue. They got a little hair underneath the poly there and there. Tiny little hairs under the poly, right on top of the staining. There's a little bleed down here also, from the black into the red. Also here in the cutaway, there's a big bleed into the red. Some down here. But you know, that doesn't affect the functionality. The functionality is, you know, the neck set, the truss rod into the body, and then everything else is adjustable to the way you like it. All right. We've got some work to do. I'm gonna, now that I've got the neck adjusted for the truss rod, I'm gonna see what it's like with the rocker, just in the playing position, not actually fully flat. It's almost flat, but not exactly fully. So anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.